So good day to everyone, and thank you again for joining us on this month's vlog. It's very exciting because it's going to be National Volunteers Week starting April 23rd. And with me I have Deborah McTaggart-Baird. I just finished shadowing Dell and her dog Kara, and they actually do pet therapy for children at the Stollery Hospital. And it's really exciting to see what the volunteers contribute, because for me volunteers are just an integral part of the healthcare team. So with that, I just wanted to say hi to Deborah and just talk a bit, Deborah, about how you got started and what sort of brought you to doing it.
So I started in the volunteer management field actually back in the early 90s in Winnipeg, Manitoba, but have been in a variety of settings over the years doing program management and volunteer management. Always had a component of engaging volunteers, and so now I find myself in the role of manager of volunteer resources at the Cross Cancer Institute, where we have a team of over 350 highly engaged volunteers who are absolutely integral to operations. They make a difference for cancer patients and their families each and every day, so it's really a great partnership.
So can you maybe describe a bit for us some of the specific things that volunteers do? Because I think when we think about volunteers, I don't think we realize all the different parts that they do and how integral they are, as I mentioned.
Yes, and there is a huge range of positions across the province. Certainly I know at our site we have actually over 39 roles, but it's much wider than that when we look at that provincially with AHS. So it's everything from navigation and wayfinding roles, so assisting people in our busy facilities to certainly reduce stress and anxiety, but also to reduce falls risk. We have people that are in roles such as drivers to patients and clients who are taken to medical appointments. We have people that act as patient and family advisors, where they're using their own healthcare experience to help inform and improve our system. We even have volunteers that work as researchers with strategic clinical networks. So it literally covers the gamut.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think one of the questions I get asked a lot is, like, how many volunteers do we have in Alberta and within AHS?
For sure. Yeah, we have 13,620 volunteers who absolutely made an incredible commitment in 2016 to keeping Albertans healthy by contributing almost 1 million hours. So that gives you a context for really the level of commitment. Just an example, 180,000 hours spent in visiting positions alone, that compassionate presence, that listening ear that makes such a difference.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's quite incredible. I don't think people realize the number of volunteers that we have in the organization. So what can we do as staff and physicians to actually help bring the volunteers on as to be more part of the healthcare team?
Absolutely. It's really important that volunteers feel valued as part of their role, and that we understand the value that the added value that they're bringing to the organization. Often it's the little things. It's things like saying thank you. It's things like taking the time to know the first name of volunteers that work in your area or unit. It's acknowledging people on the elevator, in the hall, all those things. There's formal tools as well, reference letters, appreciation notes, those sorts of things are important too. But basically volunteers are no different than staff. They're looking to be engaged, and they're looking to feel that they are part of a respected member of the healthcare team, as you say. And so those little things are actually ultimately what makes a difference and are so important, not only during National Volunteer Week, but the whole year through.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree with you, Deborah. And I think that it's important to acknowledge all of our healthcare team members. I mean, absolutely the volunteers being an integral part. So I want to thank you for joining us today on the blog for National Volunteer Week, and really again want to acknowledge and thank all the volunteers for their countless hours of dedication and commitment to improving healthcare for Albertans. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you at the next vlog.